Happy Veterans Day, YouTube. Thomas L here. I decided to do a top 10 list of my 10 favorite war movies of all time in honor of Veterans Day. So here's my top 10 list. Coming in at number 10 is The Bridge of the River Kwai, which got released in let me see the year. Oh yeah, 1957, and it won 7 Oscars, including like Best Picture. And now lots of people would consider this as one of the greatest movies of all time. To me, it's good. It's not really like the best of all time or anything like that, but it's definitely one of the best war movies I've seen. It's iconic. It has really good acting, and the star in this is Alex Guinness, who of course went on to play Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, this movie is just fantastic. It has good acting, good music, really good pacing. It's really intense at times. Yeah, this is a really good war movie worth checking out. All right, coming in at number 9 will be Hacksaw Ridge, which was directed by Mel Gibson, and I believe he scored an Oscar nomination if I'm not mistaken. But Hacksaw Ridge is a really fantastic movie. Andrew Garfield stars in this, and Andrew Garfield probably gave one of his best performances of his career in this movie. This is also really intense, and it also has some really good acting, some interesting pacing. It's a really fantastic movie. Oh, and it also has a good cast. Besides Garfield, you have the likes of Vince Vaughn, Sam Worthington, really good actors in this. And I believe this movie won, not won, but was nominated for Best Picture. And Andrew Garfield was nominated for Best Actor. Well deserved too, because it's a really fantastic movie. All right, coming in at number 8 is the Oscar-winning film The Hurt Locker. I definitely remember this one winning the Oscar because that year I was hoping for Avatar to win, but it ended up going to The Hurt Locker. But, I mean, it's still a good movie though. The Hurt Locker is directed by Kathryn Bigelow, and it's also really intense. It even had good actors like Jeremy Renner was in this, Anthony Mackie. I think eventually Lily was also in this, if I'm not mistaken. It's a fantastic movie. If you guys still haven't seen The Hurt Locker, I mean, the movie turns 10 next year. Boy, I want to feel old. But yeah, check out The Hurt Locker. You'll definitely enjoy it. Now, lots of people always think I diss on The Hurt Locker when I say it should have won the Oscar. I mean, I like the movie, but I just thought, something like Avatar was slightly a better film, that year. But yeah, I'm still happy it won because it's still a good movie, but. All right. Coming in at number 7 is American Sniper. Now, this one starred Bradley Cooper as a war vet, Chris Kyle. This movie is a fantastic one. It was directed by Clint Eastwood, and this movie was really intense. I remember when I saw the first trailer for this. Man, I was on the edge of my seat with that. With this one scene that was in the trailer. Oh man. And Bradley Cooper, I thought, gave a fantastic performance in this. Yeah, again, Bradley Cooper always gives a good performance. You even had Sienna Miller. She was incredible. Yeah, American Sniper is a fantastic one. And I believe this also was nominated for Best Picture, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, it was, because, Bradley Cooper also scored a actor nomination for this, too. Well deserved, because really good performance. Coming in at number 6 is a classic one, and that is Apocalypse Now. I want to talk intense. This movie is completely intense. It got released in the 70s and was directed by Francis Ford Coppola. I believe this came out either after or before Godfather. I gotta double check that. Now this was also the cast in this also included the likes of Marlon Brando, Oh yeah, Lawrence Fishburne was also in this. Martin Sheen, Robert Duvall. Fantastic cast, amazing music. This is definitely a war movie that still holds up today. I mean, if you guys still haven't seen Apocalypse Now by now, no pun intended, check out Apocalypse Now. I think you'll probably enjoy it. Coming in at number 5 will be okay. Coming in at number 5 is another classic, and that would be The Dirty Dozen. Now this was also this was released in, let me pull up the year. Yeah, it was released in 1967, and it also had a pretty impressive cast. I mean, it had people like Lee Marvin, Charles Bronson, Ernest Borgnine. Okay, sorry about that. Now, Dirty Dozen is a classic. I was recently watching it earlier, and it's just definitely a war movie that still holds up today. It's a really good one. If you guys haven't seen The Dirty Dozen by now, check it out. I think you'll probably like it.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
All right, coming in at number 4 is Inglourious Basterds. Like The Hurt Locker, this movie also turns 10 next year. Boy, feeling old by next year, but anyway. Now, Inglourious Basterds is probably one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. It's one of my favorites, not my favorite, because my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie will always be Pulp Fiction. But Inglourious Basterds is awesome. I mean, it starred the likes of Brad Pitt. Mike Myers was in this. Man, I always keep forgetting Mike Myers was in this. Anyway, Eli Roth. Now, believe it or not, Adam Sandler was originally supposed to play the Eli Roth role, but Sandler had like scheduling conflicts with funding people, so he couldn't do it. That would have been cool to see. Oh yeah, I believe Christoph Waltz was also in this. I can't remember the actor who played Hitler, but he was actually a really good Hitler. Oh yeah, I think Michael Fassbender was also in this too. Inglourious Basterds is awesome. It's really violent. I mean, I guess you should say it's more like a comedy satire. It's definitely a good one. If you guys still haven't seen Inglourious Basterds by now, check it out. It's another interesting one movie worth checking out. All right, coming in at number 3 is Platoon. Now, this was directed by Oliver Stone, who's done like other historical epics, like he did World Trade Center. He did Born on the 4th of July. Oliver Stone is great when it comes to historical films. And Platoon it's a war classic. It got released in the 80s and stars people like Tom Berenger, William Dafoe, Johnny Depp was even in this. Yeah, Platoon it's a classic. I mean, even the movie Tropic Thunder actually spoofed Platoon. Yeah, it's definitely another good war movie worth checking out around Veterans Day. All right, coming in at number 2 is Full Metal Jacket. Now, R.I.P. Lee Ermey, loved him in this movie. I mean, him as the sergeant, probably one of the perfect castings in movie history. Oh, and in this film you also had Vincent D'Onofrio way before Daredevil. Oh, and Matthew Modine was in this way before Stranger Things. Full Metal Jacket is an awesome one. It was directed by Stanley Kubrick, and it's definitely one of his best work. I mean, a movie like this is the reason why I would never want to go in the army. I mean, in this movie it was really there was some really intense scenes in this. And like I said, Ollie Army as the sergeant in this was just perfect. I believe he was also a sergeant in real life, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen Full Metal Jacket by now, I think you'll probably enjoy it. I mean, it still holds up today. It came out like in late '80s, and it's a war movie that still holds up. All right, coming in at number one of my favorite war movies ever. My number one favorite is Saving Private Ryan, directed by Steven Spielberg and starring a cast that includes Tom Hanks, Matt Damon, Vin Diesel, way before Fast and Furious. Oh yeah, I think Giovanni Ribisi was also in this. Oh boy, good cast. Now this is the movie that should have won the Oscar that year, but lost out to Shakespeare in Love, which was whatever. This movie is amazing. It's definitely a war movie I watch constantly around Veterans Day or any war holiday because it's a classic. Well, yeah, it's definitely an amazing one. It's really intense. When I mean intense, it is intense. I mean, it's pretty much about war here, like war heroes trying to find Matt Damon's character, who Matt Damon plays the entire role of Ryan. It's a really fantastic movie. It got released in 1998, and the movie still holds up today. Like I said, I still wish it had won the Oscar over Shakespeare in Love, but that's a topic for another time. Now, if you guys haven't seen Saving Private Ryan by now, give it a go. It's, like I said, it is an intense film. It's not really a movie that I could really watch over and over, to be honest with you. I can only just watch this movie just once, and that's it, but it's still a really good one. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my 10 favorite war movies. Let me do the rundown. Number 10, The Bridge of the River Kwai. 9, Hacksaw Ridge. 8, The Hurt Locker. 7, American Sniper. 6, Apocalypse Now. 5, The Dirty Dozen. 4, Inglourious Basterds. 3, Platoon. 2, Full Metal Jacket. 1, Saving Private Ryan. Now, there's a few other ones I could have added. Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk was a good one. Let me pull. Star Wars, I guess if you want to count that as a war movie. Tropic Thunder, I guess you could count that as a war movie. It's more of a war satire, but I guess you count that as. Let's see. Fury, Lone Survivor is a good one. Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor gets a lot of hate, but it's not that all that bad. Downfall, Bruno Ganz as Hitler was awesome. But yeah, let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite war movies? Drop your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. Also, if any veterans, veterans are watching this, thank you for your service. And this here is Thomas L. signing off.